From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Bang, bang, bang. Bam, bam.
Kill, kill, kill.
Look, look. Squeeze.
Go, go. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Slam, slam, slam. Slam, slam.
Check General West.
Check 13.
You did it.
They'll run it here. This is James Wright. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
44, 44. Mike, 44. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They go right back to White here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Go, go. Hey.
Check, check. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Ready?
2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Let's go, D.
Here's Taylor. Steps away. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
He's cracked. He's checking crowd.
Fournette, a first down carry. Fournette, a first down, still going. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 85 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They're running it. Check 37. Check 37. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Check 9. Check 9. Check, 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 check. Hop on.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it's going to be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Taylor. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
On 3rd down, it's White. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Woo-hoo. Switch.
Now Taylor. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try the right side here with White. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Back.
twist. Watch twist. Deuce, deuce, rock, deuce.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
All day, dog.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And his throw here's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
180!
Check 56.
Here's White. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Now it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Right there, 56. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Brilliant. Switch.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor now to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think knowing Normally, we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Now it's Taylor. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First down, here's White. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. He's got it to James White. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Trubisky now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. They'll run with White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
49, check 49.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Parkey is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Boston Scott, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
44's Mike. Check. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. There's a nice move. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, echo.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Trubisky. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Put up. 180.
Right there. 56.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll run on 1st down. White. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
180. Alert.
They stay on the ground with White. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Trubisky to throw. Completes this one to Meredith. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
I'm here all day.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the... And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots get a score closer. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
56. Double dog. That's the way.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
Here we go. Set. Keep the flag. Mike, watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. And Lambeau will put this one through, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Opting to run again here with White. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
I got motion.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Hey, ball. Check 52. 61. Matchbox lights.
He's checking. Crash.
Check 50. Check. Alert.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Kill.
80 weapon.
Check 24. Go.
They'll run for it. This is White. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Under 10.
Now Leonard Fournette. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
A toss running left. Fournette. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Lock in, lock in.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Bravo.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. You go, night.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky gets it to Meredith complete. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
I'm scared.
Mike 50, Mike.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Let's see what you got.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Tackles. Hey. 50's the Mike, 50's the Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Hey, 18.
It's 50.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New England, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one.